Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Beer Geek Nation. I'm your host Chris, doing a special couple episodes here. I am down in Orlando, Florida, where at night here it's about 40 degrees. It's been a little cool the last couple days, but having a good time. I don't know if you can see behind me, but there's palm trees right behind me. There's a nice lake, the rest of the complex and everything. We are looking today at a Tampa, Florida brewery, Cigar City. This is their Humidor Series. This is their Humidor IPA. It's an IPA coming at 7.5%, and they age it in Spanish cedar barrels. Or on Spanish cedar chips, so it should be a really interesting beer. I've never had an IPA aged on wood, on cedar at least I should say, so I'm looking forward to this one. This is a year-round release, so if you can get Cigar City, you should be able to get this one. So with that said, let's get into a glass, let you know how it smells, tastes, give you the verdict on Cigar City's Humidor IPA. Alright, this is a bottle conditioned beer, so looking at the appearance on this one, it's a really dark brownish orange, similar to like a double IPA, but it's hazy as hell. You can't see anything through that, and again, that is going to be because of the bottle conditioning. There's probably a 3 or 4 finger off-white head on it, fluffy white, almost looks like ice cream, whipped cream. I can't see too much carbonation, but there's definitely some coming off the bottom of the glass, just a little bit. Just a really good looking bottle conditioned IPA. Alright, the aroma on the Humidor IPA. Let's see if I can get through this head. Yeah, big floral tropical fruit notes, orange notes, a light kind of lemon zest in there. Definitely getting some of that cedar in there. Kind of a woodiness, kind of a sawdusty, kind of a lemon, fresh kind of pledge kind of smell to it. No alcohol to discern. There's some breadiness in there. Slight caramel note. Definitely some hop spiciness in there, some yeast spiciness. Very interesting smelling beer. Alright, so the taste on the Cigar City. Really nice grapefruit right in the front of the mouth. First taste, lots of grapefruit sourness, bitterness in there. Middle of the tongue, the bitterness is kind of following through, but it's mixing with more of a tropical sweetness, kind of a pineapple mango. Very subdued, but it's definitely kind of a sweeter taste. There's some spiciness in this one, and that's kind of complementing the cedar, the woodiness of it. It's a slight kind of a tart, kind of vanilla taste to it. The cedar kind of brings out a brightness to the hops and to the IPA, and it blends really nicely. It's a hard taste to explain, except if you can imagine like fresh wet sawdust, or if you've ever smelled a tree being cut down. That's kind of what the cedar kind of brings to it, and kind of enhances the hoppiness and the spiciness and the maltiness. There's a nice malt backbone in this one, really nice mouthfeel, nice carbonation, help clean everything. It's a real soft carbonation because of the bottle conditioning. Just a really spot on tasting beer. Alright, so the final verdict on the Cigar City Humidor IPA. I'm going to give this one an A. It's one of the better beers I've had from Cigar City. I've only had a couple, but this is probably the best I've had. 7.5%, it's extremely drinkable. I've never had an IPA that's been aged on cedar, and I really like what the cedar did to it. It kind of brings a brightness to it, a freshness, kind of a citrus kind of palate cleaning taste to it. Really nice hop forward beer, grapefruits. I'm getting sweetness, and there's kind of this strange spiciness that you don't get in too many IPAs. That I'm assuming it's probably like a noble hop series. Noble hop is used, or it might even be the yeast that they bottle conditioned with this. Speaking of bottle conditioning, it really helps to soften the beer. Kind of turn up the hop taste, turn up the malt flavor. It just blends together and matches really nicely. It's a great tasting beer. I'm going to give this one an A, guys. Get it while you can, and remember, friends, life is too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.